This mobility flow starts on your mat, lying on your back with your legs bent and the feet on the floor. Your first move is a floor slide. You'll have your arms on the floor and bent. You'll take a nice deep inhale with the elbows in line with the shoulders, and as you exhale, you'll slide your arms on the floor, reaching up overhead, keeping everything on the floor as much as possible. You're going to inhale and bring the elbows back to starting position. Exhale and slide them up. All the while, you want to keep your rib cage and your pelvis tilted toward each other so that you're not arching your back and your ribs are not flaring up. Inhaling into your belly, exhaling, reaching those arms up. From here, we'll bring our soles of the feet together. Knees are winging out and we're going into Frogger bridges. So keeping the soles together, you're squeezing your glutes, leading with your pelvis, lifting the hips up, keeping those knees splayed. From here, we'll go into a knee hug to hamstring stretch. So pull both knees in, give yourself a nice tight hug, extend the left leg out, now stretch the right leg toward the ceiling, then pull the left knee back in and switch legs. So you have one leg down on the floor, nice and long, and then you're going to extend the other leg up toward the ceiling, nice and long, and in between each stretch, there is a knee hug. We're now going to move into a cross-body dying bug. So keep the legs bent, and you're going to take your right hand and press it against your left knee. And then you're going to extend the left arm and the right leg. So opposite arm and leg are moving, and opposite arm and leg are pressing into each other. And you can make this as difficult as you can handle by pressing that hand into the knee and the knee into the hand the entire time, keeping the back pressed into the floor. From here, you'll keep that left arm extended to the ceiling and the left leg stays bent. Right arm comes down and right leg is extended. You'll roll the shoulder off the floor, reaching for the ceiling, but staying down on the floor. You're going 3 times, and then you're going to bring it all the way up to the elbow, all the way back down, reaching up onto the elbow, down, and one more time. And now you're going to come up onto the hand, back to the elbow, up into the hand, and you want to make sure that you're using your core for this. Staying on the hand, you'll do a hip thrust, pushing the hips up toward the ceiling, keeping that arm extended toward the ceiling. At the top here, you're going to tuck that leg through for a thread, extend, and one more thread. Keep the knee down, and then you're going to bring your torso up so you're half kneeling. Reach for the floor, bring it up, reach for the floor. One more time, you'll bring it up, and now you'll come to stand. So half kneel to stand, up nice and tall, all the way back down onto the knee, trying not to come onto the balls of the feet, but the top of the foot. And now staying at the top, you're going to do a forward fold, and we'll do an overhead squat. So folding forward, and then sinking the hips down nice and low, pushing the knees apart. You're going to raise your arms and come up to full stand. Fold, drop, raise the arms, full stand, fold, drop, raise the arms, come up to stand, fold, drop the hips with the knees pushing out, raise the arms, come on up and fold. And you're going to cross your legs and come down onto your hips, onto your back. And we will continue with a cross-body dying bug on the other side. So you'll take your left hand and put it on your right knee, and you'll extend your right arm and your left leg. So opposite arm and leg, pressing the back into the floor, keeping the limbs nice and long, really adding some pressure between the hand and the knee. From here, we're going to go into our shoulder roll. So right arm stays extended toward the ceiling, right leg stays bent, and you're going to roll onto that left shoulder, reaching for the ceiling. You're going to go 3 times, and on the third, you're going to come all the way up onto the elbow. So now we got an elbow roll, reaching up for the ceiling, using your core to roll up, and then you're going onto your hand. So elbow to hand, reaching for the ceiling, back to the elbow, to the hand. And on the third one, you're going to stay on the hand, and we're going into hip thrust, pushing the hips up toward the ceiling, really using your glute, pushing that floor away. And then we're going into leg thread, sending that leg through under the hips. And on that third one, you'll stay on your knee, and you're going to do half kneeling. So coming up, then reaching for the floor. You want to make sure you're kicking your hips back a little. And on that third, you're staying up and then coming up to stand. So half kneeling to stand. Back onto the knee, up nice and tall, down to the knee. And on the third, you'll stay up. And we're going forward fold to overhead squat. Now we'll go into a knee hug, pulling it in nice and tight. And then you're going to let go of the knee, keep that knee up nice and high. And we're going to shift that leg around like a roundhouse, cross it behind you for a deep cross lunge, and then feet together. Switching sides for a nice tight knee hug. Then you're letting go of the knee, but keeping that knee up nice and high. You're going to roundhouse that leg all the way back and across, coming down into a deep cross lunge, and then feet together. Switching sides again, pulling that knee in super tight. That floor leg should be nice and strong where the glute should be turned on. Letting go of the knee, roundhouse around, across the back and dropping down low. And again on the other side. From this final one, we'll bring the feet together and then bring it down to a split down dog. So pushing off on those hands, you're going to drive one leg up, and then we're going to do a hydrant sweep. You're going to pull the knee out laterally, sweep it across the front, out to a hydrant, and then push it all the way back into a split down dog. Nice tall plank and switching sides. So split dog, hydrant, so the knee is out lateral, sweep it across, back to hydrant, all the way back to split dog, and plank. Split dog, hydrant, sweep, hydrant, split dog, and continue. From here, let's come down into a child's pose. So on the knees, sit back on the heels, reaching up nice and long with your arms, taking some deep breaths, relaxing. Your workout is complete. Nicely done.